you join me today with FM24. The early access is out and we are up and running. No doubt you've been playing it maybe for hours since it came out. Today we feature our first two games, both friendlies, but we're going to have a look at the match engine while we get on with some more tinkering with the squad. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Irons in the Fire as we try and make West Ham good and great. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. Our first two games of FM24. We'll have a look at the match engine and we'll pick it to bits and see what it's up to. Two friendlies in. We're on a training camp in Germany as it currently stands, and we have the two games from that particular thing. Don't forget to do a couple of housekeeping things. Don't forget that you can still get the game from Fanatical. If you haven't bought it yet, you still get it with a discount. Use the link below. You could be playing it tonight as well. Now it has dropped on the early access version. I want us to call it beta this year for some reason or other, but too late. I'd already set up all the artwork and all the rest of it. But anyway, there's that. As I said, discount code and all the rest of it. You can go and do that. But if you do enjoy today's episode, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and make some comments if you wish to, what you'd like to see us do in this particular save, and anything else really. Let's get on, have a look at what's been happening since you were last with us. This camera is out of tinkle again. I'm not sure how. I keep knocking it or doing something with it. You joined us. We've played at West Ham, second 11, beat them 4-1. Dynamo Dresden. I've just realised, actually, I haven't set up the custom view on here. Import view. That's the squad view. We need to go back somewhere or other. Hang on a minute. Bear with me a moment. 2023 views. That's a schedule view, Mark. Okay. I need to sort that out and work out what's what. I'll do that in just a moment, shall I? I'll do that. It's only because we have the scorers in here as well. We can add them in just a moment and get it all tinkety-boo before the next episode. So Wolfsburg and Union Berlin are our games today. In the training camp, as I said, it was a 1-1 draw against Hertha Berlin in the last match, and this is a different screen to what we normally see. Match stats up here this time. Oh, we're on the right. That's because we haven't got the all the what's-its going on. Which way round is it? I presume that's Hertha. Okay, Hertha Berlin had 10 shots, 3 on target, 2.05. 41% of the possession. We had 3 shots, just 2 on target. 0.65 on the XG, 59% of the possession. Creswell was the scorer, and he scored after 9 minutes, and they equalised 2 minutes into injury time at the end of the game. Rather annoying. But we weren't at our best in that game. Let's see if we can do better today against Wolfsburg and then Union Berlin. We have set up a couple more tactics. So we've now got a 1, which is the one that we've been playing with. The 4-2-3-1. And then we've got a couple of 4-3-3s on the versions. One is a positive control possession version with centre forward, the new inverted wing back, inverted wing back, inverted full back, and then we have the other option which is inverted fullback on the other side, inverted wing back on the other side. So they've swapped over, and we have a deep lying forward up front. So just slightly different combinations. We might try those out as we go along. We're going to start as we have been playing in the last couple of games, though, in our game today. More about that in a moment. I noticed Paqueta is injured, so we need to have a closer look at that. Where are we? Training set pieces. That's what we want. Really haven't done too much more with this. We have one set piece option set up here. I'm pretty sure I had a feeling I'd set up some different options. Middle. Maybe the tactics haven't come across when I've saved the game. I need to check that out and see what's what. Attacking third, middle third. Work the line. Maybe it has. I don't know. It seems to be a bit strange as to why it's not doing what I expected to do. Anyway, yeah, I've had a bit of a tinker with this. There we go. Corners. Now I've found them. We have 3 different routines. This is routine 2, which is in swinger to the far post. Routine 1 is an in swinger to the near post, so near post, far post, and then we have an in swinger to the near post. I thought that was a short. One of those is a short corner, surely. That's a bit strange. So 1. That's the same tactic. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I set up a short corner as well. I will go and have a look at that as well while we're at it. So clearly I've done something not quite right there and messed that completely up, haven't I? I will have a closer look. In fact, while we're here, let's see if we can type corner. Remove routine. Right. We've got rid of that routine. Let's create a routine, and we want a short in swinging. That's what we try to do. Short in swinger less often, but we'll do that. In swinger, near post, aim for short. So that's gone to number 2, and then we've got near post. Right, I think we've sorted that out, or have we? What's going on here? Short, near. Let's go. Change that to far post. One's far post. One's near post. Right, I think I've sorted it. So that's really pretty basic. Now, the only thing is, what I haven't worked out yet, and if somebody can help me with this, excuse me, one of the other content creators actually showed the list of players, and I'm not quite sure how they did that, because I've tried it and I can't fathom out for the life of me. Somewhere here, preview location, preview, this one, wasn't it? But then it had a list of, or was it this, that you could move them up and down? I don't think you, because I'm sure they moved them up and down as to who they wanted to be the key players in these things. But I really don't know. I need to delve into this a little bit more. Obviously, it's all still very, very new. Right, let's get on with the episode then. And we're first match up. It's a friendly game against Wolfsburg. Well, a little bug I've just spotted in this team thing, selection device. It's got that, and I click on it, and nothing happens. It's trying to move Paqueta into the middle, but if I click on it, nothing happens at all. So I'm not sure whether this isn't working properly. See, nothing. All that Paqueta, he comes on the pitch, but he comes in on the right-hand side. So there's a bug there. Something not working as it should do. So that will get reported very, very shortly. Report the bug. So clicking on selection device in the team selection bit doesn't move the players around when in the initial game bit. Right, so that's one thing. I think we've spotted something else as well. We'll come to that in just a moment. The team then to face Wolfsburg in this second game of our training camp. Trott is in goal. No, not Thilo. It's Nathan Trott in goal. Cresswell, Lazio, Ogbonna and Carrera are the defensive line. Agard and Coventry in midfield, with Cornet, Fornells, Benarama and Ings leading the attack up front. Areola, Zuma, Soucek, Bowen, Emerson, Paqueta, Fabrinski, Kufal, Anang and Rattle on the bench. We have a number of spaces available, but players unavailable. I presume they've all been match due to not been included in the match day camp squad. That's not very good, is it? So anyway, we've got a number of players there that aren't available, but so be it. That is the side that will face Wolfsburg. And this is how the two sides face up. And playing our 4-2-3-1. Wolfsburg playing in their lime green. Right, before we continue, we need to try, and this is the other thing that's doesn't seem to be working. As you'll see, I can't seem to alter the camera height or the camera zoom. None of that works. Did notice it yesterday and just thought it might have been something or other, but I can't alter camera height or camera zoom, which is a bit of a worry. Anyway, hopefully that will rectify itself. Van der Ven with the throw in, our first highlight. Kaminski. And that ball forward. Kaminski crosses it in and it's flicked in by Wimmer. Poor mark in there. We'll see it again from behind the goal. Lovely ball out to Kaminski. Kaminski brings it under control. And goalkeeper misses it. And Wimmer just sort of directs it into the back of the net. A corner now for Wolfsburg. Savenberg, and there's a second. Arnold, the scorer this time. And doesn't look like FM24 is any different to FM23. Well, Wolfsburg have had the whole of that first half. We've had one shot, nothing on target, 0.03, 42% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, 4 on target, 58% of the possession, 1.6 on the XG. When I said it's nothing changed, obviously a lot has changed, but nothing's changed in as much as off camera, we play perfectly all right. On camera, we play rubbish. Well, making some changes at half time. Kehera is tiring very, very quickly and has got a yellow card. Coventry is also tiring and got a yellow card. and Danny Ings simply not just playing very, very well. A striker is one thing we do need up front. So we have changed it around a little bit. Maxwell Cornick goes up front as the attacker. Benarama has moved over to the left. Bowen is on the right, and he's come on, made for one of those changes. We've also brought on Souček in central mid and Zuma as the defensive midfielder. All change at half time. Benarama with a short corner. It's crossed in. Oh, flicked on, but missed. Well, with 76 minutes on the clock, struggling for players on the bench here. We have two goalkeepers that we can't really chop and change around, and a rattle a left midfielder, which doesn't help us in the slightest. So we have made a few more changes. Kufal comes on as the right back. We have brought on Emerson as a left back, and Paqueta has come on in midfield, although he is injured. And Wolfsburg have the highlight. Moving this ball around. Goes out to Kaminski. Kaminski in space, nicely tucked in, and a penalty. Lazio hasn't come off yet. Change is now made. Wind is going to take the penalty. And sent the goalkeeper Trott the wrong way. Well taken penalty. We have a free kick. Zuma with a free kick. Fernels. Emerson. Emerson to Zuma. Fernels. Ogborn. Ogborn to Zuma. Zuma goes all the way back to Trott. Ogborn. As a sort of fancy back heel. Zuma. Emerson. Fernels. Fernels has been tackled, but Cornet wins it back. Banarama. Zuma. Bananarama. No, not Bananarama. Benarama. Fernels. Emerson. Souček. Paqueta. Emerson. Emerson flicks it into Souček, who puts it away. Thomas Souček gets one back. Might be only a consolation, but a bit better than the first half. Nice build-up play. Emerson over the top. Souček chests it down. And again, first thing there, something we didn't see in FM23, actually hit that into the ground. It took a little bit of a bounce. Might have evaded the goalkeeper for that reason. And it's all over. And we've lost this one by 3-1. 10 shots, 6 on target, 2.60 and 58% of the possession for Wolfsburg. And we had 6 shots, 4 on target, 0.89 and 42% of the possession. Much better in that second half, but it was a little bit too short, too late, really. Well, this is the match momentum. I'm glad to see it's back in FM24. Wolfsburg had the whole of the first half, scored those 2 goals, of course, and started off the second half quite well. We got back into it once we'd switched our formation up a little bit. Then they had a little bit of time, scored that goal. We equalised. Well, I say equalised. We got the consolation goal, and then as we tired, they came back into the game and finished it off. Yeah, wasn't our best hour, really. And so we chalk up our first loss of the campaign, the friendly campaign anyway. Union Berlin it is now then, and a trip to the Stadion an der Alten Fortesterie. And we meet Union Berlin, who apparently are going to be able to play in the Champions League this season, which is quite interesting. So we'll see how that pans out. And this is how the team will face Union Berlin in this last training camp match. Frabinski comes into goal. Cresswell, Egard, Luziao and Carrera are the defensive line. Scarles plays as the deep line playmaker. Paqueta and Coventry in central mid. Coventry's going to go out on loan to Birmingham. Benrahma and Kuda are the wide players sitting behind Ings. Areola, Zuma, Soucek, Cornet, Emerson, Fornells, Trott, Colourful, Angang, Casey, Clayton, Ogborn, Chesters, Bowen and Mbama are the players on the bench. And here we are again. We will try in a minute. Sorry, I clicked on something there I shouldn't have clicked on. That's what I want to do. Let's just see if we can alter these. Am I just being thick? No, definitely. I wonder if you can alter it on TV. Ah, hang on a minute. You can't alter it on director. So you can alter it on TV. Need to find out in FM. In Football Manager 23, where it was actually. So let's see. We might have to have a play with that. I've worked out how to fix it. It's obviously something to do with what setting we're on. Oh, I need to check the settings in. Maybe that was the reason why we had it. Can't change it on director. Creswell, Frabinski, Agard to Paqueta. This is a bit more like it. Creswell, and that ball lost. Bunn to Becker, and we're a goal down after 2 minutes. Lovely through ball to Becker, and Becker slotted away. Oh, Coventry not getting to that ball. Gorelitz. Kroll through to Datro. Datro's hit the post. And Carrera tidies up. Detro. Gorelitz. Kroll through to Datro. Datro beat the goalkeeper, but couldn't get it in the net. Gorelitz. 2 goals. Kroll. And beating us all. Agard just completely fluffed that, and Becker couldn't put it away. See it again. Kroll. Datro through to Becker, and Agard. He's poor today. Need to have a look and see if we can replace him. They have a corner now. Huth, an outswinger. But Benrahma is there to sort it. But that ball telegraphed. Goltz. Gorelitz. Kral. And that's through. Brunn is in as the shot's come off the inside of the post. Carrera, Coventry. Can we build on this? No, Coventry's lost the ball. We've not even got out of our own half. And we are struggling at this game. Early doors. Oh, Aronson. But Frabinski is there to save. Youth. Aronson, and Frabinski making the save. Bunn with a corner, swings it in, and they've got a second. It's Sprint who scores. Or was that their first? Might have been their first, actually. Bunn, Sprint beats Frabinski. And half-time comes. Poor first half, 9 shots, 2 on target, 1.32 on the XG, 32% of the possession. We've held possession, but we've only had 1 shot, 0.11 on the XG. Poor first half. And at half-time, we're making a number of changes. Kufal is on for Kahera. We've brought on Kurt Zuma, and he's replacing Agard in that back row, because Agard was not having a good day at all. Emerson has come on in place of Aaron Creswell in the left back position. Fernals has come on in central midfield and replaced Connor Coventry. And I think they are our changes at half time. And with 73 minutes on the clock, making a raft of other changes, Angelo Ogbonna comes on in defence in place of Lazio. We'd already brought on Kurt Zuma, I think. Emerson has come on, already picked up a yellow card. He's come on for he'd already come on. Zucek, is the other one we've changed. Zucek has come on in place of, that's the making so many changes. Ollie Scarles, Fernals had already come on. Paqueta stays on. Cornet has come on the right-hand side of midfield there. He has replaced, who's he replaced? Can't work out who he's placed at the minute. Bannerama. So he's replaced Bannerama. And Mbama has replaced Danny Ings up front. Huth has a throw in. Our first highlight of this second half. Becker to sprint. Back to Becker. We've struggled for large chunks of this match. Souček coming back and picked that up very nicely for Binsky. To Zuma, Frabinski to Zuma, Zuma to Emerson. And this is the first sort of attacking move we've seen. And Barmer, that was very poor. Lazy almost. Thought we were going to get something out of that. But alas not. It's gone out wide to Vermouth. Kral, Vermouth. Through to Barn to Becker. Becker just had to side-foot it in the back of the net, really. Brun with the assist. 2-0 to Union Berlin. Barn cross it into the area. Becker's there. And for our final change, we have brought on Daniel Chesters for Paqueta in midfield. We have a free kick for Nails, but the goalkeeper collecting it. Launches a long one. Zuma under this one. Nice tidy up. Zucek back to Zuma. Zuma finds Kofel. Kofel. Oh, poor ball. And it just shows the laziness we played with. Crossed in, but it's well blocked. And gone wide. It's gone for a corner. Must have got a deflection on the way. This is going to be an outswinger. Brun with the outswinger. Match engine. It's all over. It's a 2-0 win to Union Berlin. We had 4 shots, 1 on target, which meant we had 3 shots and 1 on target in that second half. 0.33, 66% of the possession. They have 15 shots, 5 on target, 2.49, 34% of the possession. Yeah. Well, I think reality dawns in the fact that we need to bring in some players. I know we've got some coming in, but a couple of defenders and midfielders. I think midfield is probably where we do need it. Around and about. So, I think we probably will be needing to have a look at that. We'll check on this Andy Irving business as well, see what's going on there. Right, we're going to play Juventus and Atalanta offline, both home games, I notice. We're going to come back for the first 2 games of the Premier League season. Burnley and Wolves in episode number 3. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Irons in the Fire, another series as they are released. FM23 series coming out your ears very, very soon. The best way to keep up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Don't forget, if you haven't bought the game yet, it's down in the description. The link to go and buy it and a discount code will save you some money and help the channel as well. New episodes of Irons in the Fire are released every... well, that's a good point, actually. I did say we're going to release some over the weekend. I don't think we are going to be able to because there is stuff going on. We will be back on Monday with another episode of Irons in the Fire. We will release every day next week, and we'll try and do our usual... project turnaround. Unfortunately, no project turnaround today because of the release. I was expecting it to come out today, but because it came out yesterday. So project turnaround will return on Tuesday next week, Tuesday and Friday next week for project turnaround. So you get a double launch on Tuesday and Friday, but we will have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday episode of Irons in the Fire coming for you next week, and be mainly focused on the Premier League, of course, Caribou Cup and other things as well. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for episode 3. It's out on Monday. Till then, have a good weekend. Bye-bye.